one of 2016, so it'll be a little bit rusty. This is Rob Palmer.
Hello.
We're going to discuss Sunderland this week, which is a topic dear to our hearts, I suppose. It comes up quite often on the pod. I feel that the topic of talking about it in a negative way.
Yeah.
It looks like Sunderland are doomed. What was the percentage you quoted earlier about the likelihood of them getting relegated?
Yeah, they're 85%. They're basically 85% dead on to go down.
Yeah, so like you can come back and laugh at us if it doesn't happen, but it does look very, very likely, and it has been coming for years, to be fair.
Numbers don't lie, Rob.
Sorry?
Numbers don't lie.
They don't lie. They change. No, alright, let's start with investment then, because Sunderland, the common story of clubs going down is that the owner lost interest, or the owner doesn't care, or whatever, but they've had plenty. 4 years as well.
Yeah, it's like if you look at clubs who normally do be in and around the relegation zones, they're always saying, oh, we need more investment, we need more this, we need more that. But like Ellis Short has thrown buckets of money at Sunderland. Like you look at when DeCania was there, he gave him 16 new players in the summer. That's like an entire squad list. Like
Poye was given something similar as well.
Yeah, Poye was given I think 12, and then like I'm pretty sure like this season they've signed I think 6.
Yeah. The dregs of the Martin O'Neill era as well are still there.
And then you have to look at like the Ricky Alvarez situation, which is still, I'm pretty sure, going to some tribunal involving UEFA trying to get him sorted out. So I'm pretty sure he's still in like sort of contractual limbo at the moment. But yeah, I think Sunderland are like the best example of a club who invest a lot and completely fucking it up.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're bringing in loads of, like they always say, oh, we need to get numbers in January, or we need to get numbers in the summer to sort of bolster what we have. But if you're bringing in numbers, they have to be good if you want to like get away from where you are, like get away from mediocrity and absolute dreadful abysmalness. But yeah, like Sunderland don't do, like, I mean, like, what was their marquee signing in the summer? Fabio Barini.
Yeah, which is
he's not good at football, really.
He's not a very good footballer. No. They have Danny Graham, who scored 1 Premier League goal for Sunderland. I forgot he was there.
Jesus, he scored 1 in 49 games, something like that.
Like they're paying him week in, week out. They've got some really good players, in my opinion. They've got Van Aanholt, who I think is a good forward.
Yeah, I think he's really good.
They have Jermaine Lons, who they signed in the summer.
All the Toivonen is quite good as well.
Yeah, good player. But they've
got Jermaine Defoe as well, Rob.
Yeah,
don't forget about that. Guaranteed goals.
Jack Rodwell, LOL. That one's funny.
He's not a footballer.
That's never gonna not be funny.
He's not a footballer. He's a professional patient.
Yeah, like, I suppose the long-winded way that we're going around this is just that the transfer approach is awful.
Yeah,
like it's plenty of money, and it always has been, even before these big bumper TV deals of the last 2 or 3 seasons. But it's like terrible players. I mean, either ordinary or just not up to it, or injury prone. Like Fletcher as well. They have.
I actually kind of rate Stephen Fletcher, to be fair.
Scoring for me.
No,
not since his Wolves days.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Like, he's a good player. I rate him as a 9 and all that crap.
Yeah.
But they don't
I think he's a good player who brings other people into the game. If you get me. Yeah. But I think their sort of policy would be alright, in my opinion, if they stuck with the one manager. And and these players were brought in, so they'd be in like the one system and they'd all adapt. You know what I mean? But the fact that they change managers with the regularity they seem to change squads with is just like, how can you expect that to work? How is that, like, especially if like, it's not like a club like Southampton, for example, who have an actual philosophy in place. Like it's like, if you come to Southampton, you know what kind of football you're going to be playing. But
their headhunting is also based on the coach, isn't it? They try to find a coach who will match the style, and in that way you keep getting a nice little continuity. Whereas Sunderland's changes have been, I mean, you go from Poye to Big Sam. Do you know what I mean? You go from O'Neill to DeCanio. These are all polar opposites in what it means. I actually heard Danny Mills on Radio 5 after the Sunderland Liverpool game. He was arguing that managers always take the fall, which can be a little bit unfair. To be fair, it's harder to punish an entire squad, I guess. You know, you're all sacked. You know,
see the manager next week,
yeah. Whereas Danny Mills was saying that if you get in a director of football, that it doesn't work because a coach comes in and none of them are his players, and he's expected to work with it. And it's kind of things that is what a coach is.
Exactly.
Take away the cult of the manager in Britain and Ireland. That is actually what a coach is supposed to do. I would argue that instead of getting new players, you know, Ellis Short should really just say, like, this is what you have. Work with it. Let me see if you improve the unit. We could add in some parts that you maybe want or that we identify as being necessary. But buying a whole new squad really doesn't work.
No, like it obviously isn't, because at the end of the day, you're going to bring in these players and you're going to try and play them all because you've bought them.
Yeah.
It's like when you give a kid a toy, they're obviously going to play with a shiny new toy instead of the one they already have.
Like, I do feel for Sunderland fans.
Oh yeah,
it's been grim for a few years, and this is actually statistically their best perform for years.
Stadium with very dim light.
It's the longest stay in the top flight for a long time. Like, it's definitely the longest consecutive stay in the Premier League.
Yeah,
since that.
It's like Jonathan Wilson said, this is the golden era of Sunderland, which is depressing as fuck.
Like, So bad.
Oh dear.
Really, and I don't like going to finish up with Big Sam coming in. They always talk about how he's not been relegated, but I seen the other day, except for that time in Notts County in '97, he was relegated. So he has been probably just not in the top flight. It doesn't seem to be working.
No, it's not going to work. They are going to go down, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, there's no saving them from here. No matter, like they're obviously going to spend more in January. There's no
Yeah.
doubt about that.
Yeah.
Considering Big Sam is there, he loves the sign-on fees and his agent fees. Who loves them? Proper football man. But yeah, Kevin Nolan will be signed.
Obviously.
How
How else to dig oneself out of a relegation fight?
What other Big Sam players is there to get? Like, there's many. You probably get.
Andy Carroll, although he's probably very much wanted at West Ham.
Andy Carroll would not play for Sunderland. In all fairness to him, he's a Newcastle lad. Like.
Yeah.
But the one sort of crumb of comfort I could offer to Sunderland fans is the fact that going down isn't always a bad thing.
Apparently, they have it written into a lot of players' contracts that their wages are immediately halved if they go down.
Oh, really?
Which you wouldn't know looking at the effort.
Yeah.
But apparently that they have literally sorted themselves in that regard, that if they do go down, a lot of contracts automatically go to 50%.
Well, then maybe it's not going to be that good.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, like, normally if a club like Sunderland gets relegated, you can sort of shift off all the like inflated contracts. But if they're not going to be that inflated when they go down, they're going to be stuck with them players. Like.
Yeah.
So
there is no crumb of comfort.
There's no crumb of comfort. You're gonna basically just have to start supporting a different team.
The argument on Radio 5 was that they have all the fans call in and stuff. It's actually really cool because unlike in Ireland, it wasn't just Liverpool fans. There actually more Sunderland fans calling in. I still don't understand what it is that drives people to call into these places. You know, what's Danny Mills going to do for you? You know, but anyway, they were saying that the crumb of comfort is you could go down, rebuild, and come back up.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Not really how it works anymore, though.
Well, I think it is. I mean, if you look at Bournemouth. Look at us. Southampton is us, by the way, I should say.
But that took a while, and League
It
One.
did. Yeah, okay.
It was in the fires of glory in the Johnson Payne Trophy that Southampton was reborn.
It was.
That was it.
The hot crucible of the Johnson Payne Trophy. No other competition like it.
You won't get as close to melting point anywhere else in football.
No.
But
because paint has actually got quite low boiling temperature. But anyway. All right, see you later.
Tune in next week. No, I don't think it's good for Sunderland either way. I don't think going down is the safe net it might have promised to be. And I think that squad is so bloated with shit.
Yeah, it is.
That,
like it's a huge,
screwed.
like it's a huge number of players.
Yeah, and you can't offload them because nobody else is going to want that. Like Jack Rodwell, you're going to have to pay out his contract because he's never playing again.
No,
never.
He's another Abu Dhabi. Look, he's an English Abu Dhabi.
Wiltshire. Except he's probably played more football.
Yeah, he probably has, which is embarrassing.
I still remember Jack Rodwell after the 2010 World Cup saying that he was one of the generation that would.
Which, to be fair, no, when he was at Everton, you thought he was because he was really good for Everton. And then, like, they just realised, oh my god, you're literally made of spit and Kleenex. Let's sell you.
Let's sell you always. Okay, so that's it. So, I don't think we're being too negative on Sunderland. I don't even think I can offer them to comment and say that we're.
I mean, if you do disagree, I mean, fire away. I'll tell you you're wrong and point things out that.
Do you think Big Sam can do it? I guess that's really what it boils down to because like Palmer says, you've got January, you've got Big Sam, and it's really possible. The quality's quite low in the Premier League this season, so maybe, but no would be the verdict.
Yeah, I'd say no.
Yeah, comment below and agree with us. Subscribe to Fantasy TV on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at @the_final_third. Thanks for watching.